have another What's on My Mind today, and I'm pretty passionate about it because truly, 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 so many new shows are getting announced, new seasons, adding of casting, and y'all are really killing TV and film. Let's be honest. Because why is it that every time news is made about the casting of a show or a series or a movie, we have to become casting directors on social media and add in our 2 cents and be appalled by I don't remember the last time that I saw a casting announcement and everyone be 100% happy. And then now we have months of people criticizing, this is the worst casting. We have people making TikToks about who they would have casted. What makes you a casting director? What makes you all casting directors? There are people who are experts in this, who understand what it takes to actually cast a show. And here you all are criticizing, acting like you all have the experience. And now the show's ruined. Now we've talked about it so much in a negative light that I'm just like, I'm not even looking forward to this. Why? I'm at the point where I'm like, do we even share who the cast is anymore? Or do we just wait to drop the trailer? But even so, you guys would probably still complain. But it's like, and then the funny part is that eventually the trailer's dropped and everyone's like, oh, this could work actually. Oh, I see it. And I'm like, well, you didn't even give it a chance before you all became casting directors on social media and had to share who you would have casted. Let's give projects a chance. Then once you watch the project, the film, the series, the show, and you think they could have done better with casting, maybe we can have that conversation. But you guys don't even give it a chance. So that's what's on my mind. I'm really excited for today's episode. We have Gabriela Bandy on, and I've been so excited because we've been following each other for a while now, and we get into all things. We talk about her move back from LA to the East Coast and her journey of balancing content creation with music artistry. So let's get right into the episode. So excited that you're here.
I know. I'm glad it worked out.
I know. And we follow each other. Mm-hmm. So there's some sort of familiarity there.
Yes.
But here with me today, I have artist and content creator Gabriela Bandy. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we start every...
It's actually Gabriela Bandy.
Bandy.
Yes.
I said Brandy.
It's okay. It's a common mistake. Don't worry.
I'm thinking about drinking.
To be honest,
someone here says cerveza, and now I'm thinking about drinking. I'm thinking about brandy.
Yeah, you're thinking about this weekend. I mean, it is Friday.
I'm already on weekend mode. My apologies.
It's okay. You're fine.
Gabriela Bandy. Yes. And I knew that because I follow you. So my apologies. It's Friday, guys.
I feel like as long as you don't call somebody a different name.
Yeah.
Because I've seen that happen where they're like, oh yeah, Jessica this, and it's a completely different person. I feel like that's tough to come back from. But everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah,
okay.
Thanks. So we start every podcast episode with the starting 5 questions. Are you ready?
Okay.
So what's a song that instantly puts you in a better mood?
Oof, anything Bad Bunny.
Okay.
But right now, Debí tirar más fotos.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I feel like when that plays, I just close my eyes and I'm like, wow, I don't know. It's
a feel-good song.
Such a feel-good song. Yeah.
So if you could disappear to one city or country for a year, where would you go? Anywhere.
I would probably go to Honduras, where I'm from.
Yeah.
Because the beach is beautiful there and I grew up there. I feel like that would be cool. Just a year off grid.
So what's something that you gatekeep on purpose?
Ooh, I don't know. I am not a gatekeeper.
Okay.
I really am not.
Okay. No, that's
I'm
a
an
good
open
thing,
book. Yeah.
But there's some people who gatekeep certain things where I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Their favorite coffee shop or somewhere they want to cherish.
This is going to be so cliche, but probably just my personal life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really talk a lot about my finances and things like that with people.
Yeah.
So I guess I gatekeep that.
That's makes sense.
Yeah.
What do you do when you're in a creative funk?
Honest answer.
Yeah.
I stay home. I watch Netflix. I eat a lot of comfort food, burak noodles. I love that.
I love that.
I love that.
Yeah.
I freaking feel horrible about myself. But then, better answer as far as to feel better.
Mm-hmm.
I think you just gotta get up and do things.
Yeah.
It's really all about that. It's just because I feel like most of the time we get into a funk because we're not doing something.
Mm-hmm.
And the more you kind of wallow in that, I feel like it makes it worse.
I feel like I get in a creative funk when I have too much to do. And then I feel paralyzed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if I have too much on my to-do list, I'm I stop and I'm okay, I'm gonna rot on the couch.
I do get that, like, what is it, like productivity paralysis or something?
Yeah, I think
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's like if I stop to think about it too much. But if I'm go, I'm like, I'm on fire.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I love this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lastly, what is your number one hair tip? Because you have incredible hair.
My number one hair tip?
Yeah. Or secret.
People are not gonna like this.
Okay. I need to hear this.
But it's like you need to wash your hair less.
I'm the same way.
Like, because when I tell people I wash my hair like
once a week, I've seen people get shocked. They're like, how do you do that working out? I'm just like, I make it work. I refresh with some water, but.
Yeah, like you're just not meant to wash your hair every other day. I know people that literally wash their hair every other day. And I know it's because like some people have like more greasy hair. Yeah. Which it sucks. Like I don't have that problem, to be honest. Like like just my genetics, I have really thick hair. But I mean, I do have greasy days too. And like I'll push through it. Like I'm like, no, I'm not. I have my wash day and it's every Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, never like earlier than that.
I don't have like a specific wash day. I just feel like when my hair starts talking to me.
To feel. Yeah. Of course, there are other days, you know, like where I have to wash it because like whatever. I had it in a sleek or whatever.
So what do you do when you like work out? You're just like dry shampoo?
Put it up.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like sweat incredibly either.
Yeah.
Unless I do like a hot yoga or something, which I just let it air dry. Just sweat. It's fine.
It's real. It's a real answer.
It'll live. Like, yeah, like honestly, your hair loves like the natural oils. So you just kind of like
got to work with it.
Put it up. Put it in a sleek bun or something.
Love that. Good. Because I'm like, I see her post and I'm like, girl, her hair.
I will say though, guys, like it is kind of genetics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that you say that because some people be like, it's this one product.
I mean, I have had long hair my whole life. I mean, I even had a bob like a few years ago and like, look how long it is. Like my hair grows very fast.
Yeah. And that's all your natural hair.
But I also take care of it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And you're not washing it a lot. So you're not putting it through a lot.
Yeah.
So let's get right into our conversation. You moved to LA. Are you from Miami, Florida?
So whenever people ask me like where I'm from, I never know what to answer because I was born and raised in Honduras.
Okay.
And so I've lived in Miami, but I've also lived in North Carolina and also lived in LA.
Yes.
I have probably lived the longest in LA.
Okay.
Than anywhere in the US.
And what made you, because you moved to LA and now you're back on the East Coast, what made you want to move back?
Well, my whole family's here.
Yeah.
And it's just so hard. Like I'm such a family person that I just need that like family time during the weekend. And I feel like I was missing that in LA.
Was there like one specific moment, like a holiday or a day where you were just like, I need to go back to my family?
So I consistently like go visit them. So it's not like I wasn't seeing them often, but I don't know. I feel like the last year or two, it started to be like this thing where I was just missing my family more and more. And I think like the biggest thing for me is that I'm a tia. I have so many nephews and nieces. And it's just every time I went to visit, they were just a little bit older.
Yeah.
And there's so many like important things that I was missing, like, you know, a graduation or if they had like a school play. And like my nephews and nieces are so talented. Like they all sing and dance. And I just like, I would get so sad that I'm like, I can't be there. And it's so hard from LA to just take a quick flight because realistically you need like a whole day just to travel.
Yeah.
So I think like I always knew I was going to move back to the East Coast. It was just kind of like when it felt right to do it. Yeah. And I think this year I was like, okay, I think it's time.
Was there anything challenging about leaving LA that like made it hard to want to leave there?
Yes, it was so hard. I made so many like incredible friends. I miss them so much. And I love California. It's like such a beautiful place. There's so much to do there. Like you're never bored, I think. You know, you can one day like go to an event and be around celebrities. Next day you're like on a hike in Malibu. Oh, yeah. Next day you're just like with a friend. I have friends that their families kind of became my family too. So I did kind of have like those connections where on the weekends, like I'd spend time with them. So I feel like that was the hardest part. Just being like.
Did you feel more like guilt or empowering leaving LA?
No, I felt empowered.
Okay.
Like I definitely cried the day we were leaving, but I knew like deep down that it was the right thing for us and that I knew we were going to be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that you made that decision about family so young because I feel like so many people are getting to their 40s or 50s and they start realizing like family, I haven't spent that much time, because we spend so much time prioritizing work and the hustle, and we want to be in these like popular cities and like make it LA, New York, and then there comes a time where either tragedy happens or something happens where then you're like, I want to be around my family, and haven't spent that much time around them.
Yeah, I mean, I've always had that mindset, to be honest. Like my family is so like, we're so close knit.
Yeah.
That for me, it's like I couldn't go more than a month without seeing them. That's how OD I am.
You were traveling from LA like once a month? Wow.
I like constantly was going to visit them. So I was still seeing them, you know, but I don't know. For me, it's like I want to be around them. And also like I'm getting married and you just start thinking about things like that. And you're like, okay, well, where are we going to settle, you know?
Yeah. Do you have a date for your wedding?
I do. Should I say it?
Yes. Tell us.
Okay, wait. I'll say like a month.
Okay, say a month.
Okay, it's in June next year.
Yeah. That's so exciting. A summer wedding. Do you know where it is?
It's actually going to be in Georgia.
Okay.
That's so random. It's very random, but apparently the weather's nice.
I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, Georgia. Wait, how did you get to like pick Georgia? Like aside from the weather?
Honestly, like my wedding planner, I told her everything I wanted in my venue, and she found this venue that had everything.
Yeah. How are you going to get a bunch of Latinos to Georgia?
Girl, they'll go. Like they'll go. We go on trips often, like my family, so I don't doubt that everyone's going to be there.
Yeah. I just think about like my Dominican family, like for you to get them to go to a wedding, it has to be like a vacation. And I feel like if I chose Georgia for my wedding, they would have been like,
well, it's going to be like, it's in Georgia, but it's like in the mountains.
Yeah.
And it's also going to be a wedding weekend. Yeah. So I am sort of doing that because I did think about that. I was like, well, people don't want to travel like just for that one night and then like, bye. So I try to find a venue that I could do like a full weekend experience for them. Yeah.
I'm not saying Georgia's not a vacation place, by the way. I'm just saying like
all the Georgia people like coming at us.
Coming at us. No, I'm saying like, because I feel like traditional Dominicans, especially, I'm first gen, so I feel like my family just doesn't understand what's in Georgia. Like I don't see my dad ever in his life going to Georgia.
Yeah, because we're more like tropical people. We like to be
exactly. So I had to do my wedding. Not that I had to, but I picked Punta Cana because it was like, everyone was going to feel like that's such a easy vacation.
I thought I was going to have a beach wedding because I am such a beach girl. I love being around the beach. But I don't know, this time around, I was like, maybe because I'm missing California. I was like, I want the mountains.
I love that though. I've had friends that have mountain weddings, and one is so unique. It's different. It's nice. It's like a way to get fresh air. The weather's usually
better too.
Yeah. And it's not going to be too humid either, which is going to be really nice.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm praying it doesn't rain or anything. I'm like, please, God.
No, it won't. It won't. And if it rains, because it did rain on my wedding night.
Okay.
But it was like we were already so blasted. Like, it was so deep into the wedding night that it was okay.
Okay.
So they say it's good luck if it rains.
I think if it rains later, I think it's fine.
Or like even in the morning, just a little.
Yeah. Yeah. A little. I'll welcome the rain because they say it's good luck.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, okay. So there's this myth of making it. And I feel like you have transitioned from being a creator to also being an artist. What does success look like to you with having been in something so fast paced? Like these two lanes there's a slower push for it when it comes to music artists and seeing the fruits of your labor versus like a creator, you can have success overnight. One reel can get like 50 million views. What does success look like having the experience of both?
Honestly, I feel like I'm still learning like what success even means to me because it's true. Like success means different things to everybody. But I really like at this stage of my life, I really just want to be doing whatever makes me happy. And of course, as long as I'm financially stable and I'm not like struggling, I think I'm fine. I don't have this need of like needing to be famous or needing to be super rich, you know. Of course, I want to be comfortable, but I really just want to do like what I feel good doing.
Yeah.
And I think that to me is like what success is.
Yeah.
And then in doing music and being a creator, there are two different lanes. And like for me, I have so much respect for music that I understand that it isn't something that you just pick up one day and you're like, okay, well, I'm an artist and like, here's a song or here's my album and overnight, like it's going to happen. I think it's just almost like unfair to think of it that way because being an artist really does take a lot of time, like knowing yourself, knowing what you want to say, what you want your sound to be, like it just takes a lot of self-discovery.
Yeah.
As opposed to being a creator, that I feel like being a creator in itself has been a journey for me,
Yeah.
and I've gotten to know myself so much, but I've also done it for over 8 years.
Yeah.
So even though being a creator could be like an overnight success, like I actually have been a slow burn
Yeah.
in my career. So I'm okay with things taking time, if that makes any
No,
sense.
yeah, and that's beautiful. So what made you, what was that moment for you that you were like, I really want to dabble in music?
Okay, so I think since I was little, I really loved music.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just never thought that that would ever be a possibility for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just some girl from Honduras. Like, how
Yeah.
am I, I have no proximity to anyone. So it was not even something that I feel like existed in my mindset. And then it just kind of happened recently in the last couple of years, because I have a kind of like a raspy tone, and I just consistently get asked if I sing or if I make music. And I would always be like, no, but should I?
Yeah.
Like I always had that little like,
But did
I
you know
wonder
that
why
you were
people would
good?
ask me.
Because you know how some people think they're good because they sing in the shower and they're like, maybe.
No, I am very humble. I am very humble with anything I
Yeah.
do. Like I take everything I do very seriously. And I am always like, I don't know shit. Like I'm starting from zero, and I need to be like a freaking sponge. Like I need to absorb everything, every knowledge, anyone that I meet. Like I need to just learn from them. And I've always been that way, like with anything that I put my mind into. So yeah, I think like with music, it was just like, I guess being a creator put me in these spaces where I started to form friendships with people in the music industry, and they started to bring kind of like that idea to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, me, I don't know about all that. Like,
Yeah.
it's scary, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's a huge career change. And also, not everyone makes it. Like, actually, very small percentage of people actually achieve that.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where I was like, if I'm going to do this, I want to sit with the idea for a while until I'm sure. So it wasn't until like a year later that I actually was like, okay, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And even then, I was terrified.
Yeah.
Even the first day, I remember the first day I went to like my first session, I was like literally like shitting bricks, like that freaking word. Like, that's something they say here in Miami.
Yeah.
I was so nervous.
Yeah.
I was shaking. I was like, oh my God, like what am I doing? Is this absolutely insane? And it was like with a friend that I knew.
Yeah.
But still, like I think like music has always like really scared me, because it just feels like this such a big thing, you know?
The responsibility. Yeah.
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 And it's also like scary to like be seen trying and all of that. But I've learned that like that's a beautiful thing, and
Yeah. But you have that
I should never
experience
be ashamed of that.
from content creation, because I feel like when everyone starts with content creation, they feel cringe.
Yes.
And I feel like you probably took that experience and then took it into making.
Yeah, but
music.
I don't know. Like I never felt that way with content creation.
Wow.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like content creation is so much more chill. Like you're at home.
Yeah.
You can record yourself by yourself. You can edit it as many times as you want. You can mess up and say the sentence 10,000 times. But with music, you're kind of dependent on other people unless you produce and do everything yourself. And it's such a vulnerable thing to do in front of people that I think that's been harder for me.
How did you beat the imposter syndrome?
Honestly, just like I can't let myself.
Yeah.
I think it's something I was born with. I don't know. I've always been this way. Like I've always had this inner feeling that like you need to do X, Y, and Z. Like whatever it is this month, because that's also a problem. That I like so many different things, and I dabble in so many things. But if there's something that I yearn to do and I have this desire that I can't stop thinking about, I always think about God put this in your mind for a reason. And if you can't stop thinking about it, then you have no excuse but to go for it. And I will genuinely just like not be okay until I'm doing it.
Look at, you're dropping gems.
Yeah, honestly, I can't even explain to people, because I don't think it's something you can teach. I think it's something that you're born with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have that fire inside of you, essentially.
I have that fire, girl. I'm burning up. I need to come out.
So how have you managed balancing both? Is it that like one of them in terms of content creation, and because there's people out there who are afraid of like maybe taking away from one part of their life
Yeah.
to add to another part? How do you balance that? Is it that one part is getting 100% during a season? Is it that you're really trying hard to make it 50-50? Is it that
Yeah.
one matters more during a specific like time?
So honestly, I'm still kind of working on that. I'm
Yeah.
still trying to figure it out because it is two different things. And I've heard so many things, I've heard people say like, you're not going to be taken seriously as an artist if you are still making like content creation and quote unquote, like being an influencer. Um, and then at the same time, I've seen examples of literal content creators who have become artists.
Yeah.
I mean, like an example is like Addison Rae.
Yeah. Look at that.
It's like this girl blew up doing content and now
does pop
she's fully
music, yeah.
shifted
Yeah.
and people are embracing it. So, of course, I do think that it needs to be curated and it needs to be intentional. And I think that's why it's working for her because she obviously took that time to really discover herself as an artist and like really put together a project that made sense with her. And I think that's what I'm trying to do is like trying to figure out like what am I even saying? Like what do I want to say? What do I want to sound like? Because I do, like I said, I do respect like a career as an artist and I don't want it to be like, I mean, if it's an overnight thing, I'll take it. But, I'm
Yeah.
okay with it being something that I have to like be a student. Like I said, I have to learn and, like grow with it because it's kind of unfair to expect anything else from me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like having guidance is really important and but also being very intuitive. Like that's one thing I noticed that like being an artist, that's how you know you're in the right track. It's like when you intuitively know what you're supposed to do, where you're supposed to go without allowing every opinion that comes your way to kind of like, shape where you're going. Because I feel like I've had those instances where there's like too many chefs in the kitchen and all the recipes different. So yeah.
Have
It's
you
like a
heard
journey.
Have you heard that people hate intuition now? Like people using intuition as a way to like,
Why?
it's just like there's this new hate campaign for people using the word intuition.
Oh wow. I haven't heard of that.
Like, oh, stop saying gut. Like we need to use our mind more, and like people are making decisions based off
I
of like
mean, no,
listening to your
because your
gut.
mind can be deceiving.
Yeah.
I personally feel that. Like one day you can have horrible thoughts and they're absolutely not true. So you really cannot let your mind control it.
Yeah. And I feel like with gut and listening to your intuition, it's based off of experience. It's not like you're just like your actual like stomach is like listen, like talking to you.
Yeah.
And like I think you go through things in life and that makes it that experience of like, I've had this, I've done this, I know what it is. And like it's kind of everything in you that you've gone through and like you know what you want.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
But also it takes
inner
time
voice.
to an experience to even like know what is your intuition and what is like just you having anxiety and like now you're confusing the two.
Yeah.
But I mean, I take that very seriously too. Like I like to journal. I like to know myself a lot. So I've learned like, okay, this is my fear talking, or no, this is coming from a place of growth and like understanding that this is what I feel is right for me.
Yeah. I love that you brought up the fact that people have said that because someone can take you less serious if you're a content creator, because I feel like so many people have the conversation vice versa, where it's like people who are professionals want to get into content creation. It's almost like, be careful because you're going to be seen as a less professional.
Yeah.
Coming from content creation, I'd love for you to speak to like the professionalism of that, because I feel like people don't understand how much professional work goes into that.
So much. I think people, they're just like, well, you're living life. And I think it's this career has been such a blessing for me because it is something that I can just live my life and make this work. But I have developed a discipline that like most people don't have that, it's just, if I'm doing whatever I'm doing that day, like I already know I'm setting up my camera, I'm filming this, I'm going to edit it probably within the same day, which many people like take like days or weeks to edit a video. Like I will sit down and edit something in 15 minutes. But it's because I've had the practice, but no, it definitely requires structure, consistency, And I guess a level of like when you're recording, you have to not overthink it and
Yeah.
just, you know,
Public
like
speaking.
be yourself.
Yeah.
That in itself, like many
Yeah.
people can't do that. They can't set up a camera and just like be themselves. They
Mhm.
get a little bit shy and all of that. But the way that I am with my business is I kind of like structure myself as much as possible because I am like more of a creative person. So I can't have too much structure because it just doesn't
Yeah.
work out for me. Um, but I guess if you observed me on a regular week, you'd see me working throughout the day at any hour of the
Yeah.
day. It just really depends on like when an idea sparks or like when I'm doing something.
Yeah.
It's just you're always on. Like
Yeah.
you don't turn that creative brain off pretty much.
Wait, so when do you get a moment to ever turn it off?
I do. I'm really good, especially when I'm with my family, of
Mhm.
just like not even thinking about it. But now I'm trying to learn to actually include them because I think it's like a special part
Yeah.
that also the audience like really loves. But yeah, I think like sometimes I'm good with being like, okay, I'm just gonna enjoy,
Yeah.
you know. But I guess you decide that,
Yeah.
you know.
You are so incredibly grounded as a
Thank
person.
you. Thanks.
I feel like you have so much of like yourself figured out, but not like
Hmm.
because no one ever has it all figured out.
Yeah.
But I feel like you have a level of self-awareness. Oh
Oh,
my God.
girl, she's laid like 10 eggs on you.
Not as I'm complimenting you. Like landed right on my nose.
I know, what the heck? So rude. These flies, I swear.
No, I like sense this level of like self-awareness and just like I feel like you take a beat with everything that you do and handle
Hmm.
everything so responsibly and intentionally, which is like beautiful. And I feel like that's
Yeah.
what's helped you. Like I'm starting to understand you more and also like see why you've built such a strong community because you see that on
Hmm.
your socials. It's like,
Hmm.
and now you're taking that community into new art. So
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Which
Yeah.
has been so different,
Yeah.
but I think cool at the same time. But yeah, I do hold myself to a standard. And I've always been that way. And I think it's probably just like watching my mom
Hmm.
throughout her years. Like she's been such an entrepreneur. Um, and she's always looked so hot doing it too, by
Yeah.
the way. Um, So yeah, I feel like with everything I do, I just try to make sure that it feels right, you know, and just sometimes you do have to have uncomfortable conversations with people, set boundaries and be like, no, this isn't right for me. And,
Yeah.
you know,
I love that. So
yeah.
going back to your music, how would you
Hmm.
describe your sound?
So I'm still kind of figuring out my sound.
Yeah.
But I love reggaeton
Hmm.
and I love Latin music in general. Like I grew up listening to the classics like Rocío Dúrcal, like freaking like it's so funny because I could be cleaning and I could be literally listening to like Omar chords or like Bad Bunny, and then
Yeah.
I'm like singing Gata Bajo la Lluvia, like
Yeah.
randomly. Like I have such a range
Hmm.
of music taste that I like. But Latin music has always like spoke to me.
Hmm.
Um, and I just think like, I don't know, it's just that song, like it just makes you feel good. I feel
Yeah.
like that's kind of like the overall feeling I get
Hmm.
from Latin music. And obviously, it's what I relate to the most.
Yeah.
So right now, I am kind of trying to figure out um, kind of like what that blend is going to be like for me
Hmm.
because I love like the hype music, but I am also such like an emotional girl.
Hmm.
Um, so I'm like, how the hell do I do both? Like I
It's
need to,
possible. Because
yes, and
one of my biggest things when I was growing up that I didn't know how to describe is like I used to love like hip hop love songs.
yes.
Like it's like tough, but it's like so lover boy that I there was something about it and I never knew how to describe it. It's almost
Mhm.
like
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
you're partying, but at the same time you're
Yes.
like, damn,
Damn.
like that's a bar. Yeah, so I'm really trying to kind of discover that. And
Hmm.
but I mean, from what I have, like my music now that isn't out, I have a mixture. Like
Yeah.
I have Brazilian funk. Like I've dabbled in
Hey.
that. I've dabbled in dembow. And I really just love like I feel like my voice naturally
Mhm.
sounds really good with like kind of like more rappy, like sexy tone.
Yeah.
Um, so I guess I'm trying to find like the middle ground for that.
And your background, how are you bringing that? Because I feel like into your music, because I feel like not enough and when we talk about mainstream Latin
Yeah.
music, right? There's this lack of representation for other countries like Honduras. So how
Yes.
are you, like, what inspiration are you taking from there? Because there's a responsibility in that, right? Because
Yes.
as I mentioned, there's just this almost lack of representation.
Oh, 100%. I think I know probably like 2 or 3 artists that are Honduran and they're upcoming. But I think that there are so many beautiful ways to include like my culture. So for me, I've already started doing that on my music, and I use a lot of like the Honduran lingo, kind of like how, you know, Bad Bunny has certain words that he uses that I
Yeah.
feel like everybody ends up learning because we're like,
Yes.
wait, what does that
What
mean?
is
And like
that?
we
Yeah.
all are so intrigued. So I'm doing the same thing with kind of using words that Hondurans use a lot. I also love using like actual real sound from like my family members. And I'm also Middle Eastern, like I have Middle Eastern
Yeah.
heritage. And I'm like, I really want to include that in my music,
Yeah.
like some Arabic sounds.
Well,
Like,
Ed
are you
Sheeran did it. If
crazy?
Ed Sheeran did it, you can do it.
I'm like, Shakira, hello.
Yes.
Like, I need to dabble. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's like I think there's gonna be a lot that I can include, and it's just gonna take a little time for me to kind of figure out how to best way do it.
That's incredible. I'm very excited to see like what comes out of all that you create, because again, I think you're bringing representation on so many different ways, from like a content creator stepping into this where someone might feel like they can't do that and vice
Mhm.
versa, and then the representation you're bringing from Honduras and Middle Eastern as well.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm very excited to
Thank
see what
you.
you create. And
Yeah, I hope that people get that from just like my content, that like you really there isn't a way. There
yeah.
isn't a specific way. There you hear so many stories of how people like make it in different ways, and I feel like you just have to worry about going in the lane that works for you and figuring it out as you go.
Yeah.
Because people will tell you like, no, you have to do this, you have to do that, and it's like that doesn't work for you, or it's not feasible for
Exactly.
you.
Or even when you're seeing someone do the things that you want to do, it can look so different for you.
Yeah.
Like, even when we think about what storytelling was, like now we have people creating like Substacks and newsletters, and like that wasn't a thing before podcasting.
Podcast, look at you. Like you're
Like
bringing,
it used to just be a print magazine where you could want to make it in media. And I think
yeah.
like that just shows like there's so many different avenues to go down. Even in music creation, like someone might find out like I really like producing, and like look at Fade,
Yeah.
because Fade started as like a producer, and
Yeah.
now look at the level of artistry that he is now as like a public on stage artist.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's taking him years to get to that point, you know?
Yeah. So what's next for you aside from a upcoming summer wedding?
Girl, how many things you want me to bring up?
Bring it all up. Bring out all the receipts.
What is next for me? I don't know. Like right now, I'm really just trying to figure out this move, girl. It's
Yeah.
been so much more difficult than I expected.
A cross country move is a little crazy.
No, it's been kind of nuts.
Yeah.
It's been like just a huge change.
Mhm.
I still don't have a routine for myself. I'm all over the place. So I keep taking like little trips. I think I'm like kind of escaping reality. Like I
Now
gotta
you
get it
escaping making a
together.
routine by stepping out of your routine.
Yes. No, I'm just constantly like, okay, well, next weekend I'm
Yeah.
going here. But yeah, and then we're trying to buy a house right now. I think that's gonna be like the next thing that we do is like buying our first home. It's not gonna be the first house that we buy, but the first home that we live in. So that's
Mhm.
really exciting because I haven't been able to like actually renovate something that's for me.
Yeah.
Because as you know, I also do real estate and we like flip homes
Yeah.
with my family. So that's another thing that I have
Yeah.
going on. Is like the real estate.
I forgot to mention that, but she also does flip homes on with the little time that I can only assume that you have.
Well, I
Yeah.
also have a lot of help. Like
Yeah.
I do it with my family members and my fiance. So I mean, my take on it is more like
Yeah.
design wise and saying like, yeah, I like this house and kind of like the design process and even content creation. Like I do a lot of content around it. I'm not the one over there like breaking
I'm like,
this
maybe
house
we have you on like a
down.
Netflix reality show.
Girl, I am already like that. That needs to happen. Because I personally think like all my sisters, we have this running joke that we call ourselves like Las Kardashians.
Yeah.
Because so my mom's last name is Carillas. So that's the common
Ah,
last name that
look
all
at
my
that.
sisters have. So we're like, oh yeah, we're las Kardashians.
There
Like
you
we're
go.
like
And you
the
add some like home flipping into that. I
and we
watch
have
that.
so much drama. We have so much drama. Like,
Networks, platforms, listen, write it down,
hit
give
my
them a
line.
show.
Like, I'm telling you.
Give
I
her a
think it would
show.
be so juicy because my family, I think we're
Yeah.
so similar, honestly. Because I noticed that the Kardashians, like, they'll fight tooth and nail and they're so honest with each other.
Yeah.
And I feel like not every family dynamic is like that.
No, yeah.
Like some people, they just get upset and like they just cut you off
Walk
or
away,
whatever.
yeah.
Like we're like an open book with
Oh,
each
no,
other.
Kardashians were throwing hands.
Oh yeah, we don't do all that. I mean, we did when we were little, but
Courtney and Kim just be like slapping each other around. I'm like,
I know.
okay.
I still can't get over that.
Yeah.
That they like aired that.
Punch them.
They have some real beef though.
They do.
They need
They
to
do.
work it out.
Yeah.
I hope they do.
Okay, so we end every episode with what I start with, which I speak on what's on my mind. So I'm flipping the question to you. What's been on your mind lately? Like, what is something that's consuming you? It could be anything in pop culture, a random thought.
Definitely, like my Latin community has been on my mind a lot, you know, with everything going on with immigration. Because to me, like I feel like that's a story that I relate to. And obviously like affects so many people in my family as well. So that has been something that for sure I'm like, it's always in the back of my mind where I'm like, I'm just like hoping and praying that things get better and that like we continue to support each other and hope that like families are not feeling so much fear and, you know, incertidumbre and all that.
Yeah.
But, you know, I also know that we can't just constantly live in fear or like be like, okay, I'm not going to go anywhere now because we're just so afraid of like I guess like the profiling and everything that's going on. But I know that we just have to like continue having conversations with each other, support each other, and like even like share information, donate, help people that need it.
Yeah.
I think that's important right now.
We can't ignore that that's happening. So thank you for sharing that.
I personally can't ignore it. Like
we can.
It's just sometimes it's mind boggling to think like we have to just keep going while all of this is happening. But I keep praying that things are going to change and that they're going to be better.
Yeah.
So hopefully they will.
And I love that people continue to talk about it because it's so easy with like a news cycle to think about something one day and see it and then move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
And like forget that this is even still ongoing and happening. And this is still ongoing and happening. And we see people thinking about like, what are we doing in September, October, November 2026? Like people planning concerts and fundraisers and things around it. So thank you for bringing it
and
here.
I love that so many people are hands-on and doing so much. And I'm even trying to figure out like ways that I could also kind of like help because sometimes you don't want to just always like be an angry person online and then complain about it, you know, like what can we actually do? So I think that's important. I feel like I'd like to call that out to people, like to try and talk about it more and find ways that they can help, even if it's in small ways.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing that up. So is there anything that we didn't talk about that you want to mention before we sign out?
I feel like we talked about it all. Like
I try to cover as much as I can.
So well.
Of course. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so excited to see all that's to come for you and all the incredible art that you make. And thank you everyone for tuning in and listening.
Yeah, thank you. I'm also like looking forward to like what you do as well. And I'm really excited for you. I feel like I know you and I'm proud of you. And even like anything that you do like online, I'm always like, oh my God, congrats. Like always trying to root.
No, you really are. You're a great support. So.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Down to a T.